I'm Attorney Nick Alcock, and if you are facing a weapons charge in Arizona, please be aware of the fact that time may not be on your side. In many cases, I will tell people that, especially when they're charged with misdemeanors, that they have time. You can shop around for an attorney, and that if you're charged with a misdemeanor, many times the court will just continue a case for a couple of months. What we're seeing lately, especially with weapons cases, and certainly in other cases as well, but with weapons cases, what we're seeing is that we like to get involved early in the process, be able to talk to the prosecutor early, because we want to take your case out of the normal flow, and we want to submit what's called a deviation. So deviation is a request, it's a formal request in writing. We're asking for the prosecutor to make an extraordinarily lenient plea, or a substantially better plea than is normally what is given. When we work early on cases, on weapons cases, it gives us a much better chance of getting those deviations granted. So say that you jump into a case that's 5 months old, and maybe the previous attorney hasn't done that much work. It might just be a lot of work just to negotiate a plea agreement, any plea agreement. Whereas if you start at the very beginning, we can get to know you, we can understand what your case is all about, we can learn the facts, get the police reports, talk to you, look for ways to mitigate the damage. Now, obviously, when we take a case, we're looking to win. And if there is a way to win the case, then of course we're going to take advantage of that. But if it isn't possible, or on a dual track, what we can do is ask for a deviation. Request a plea agreement. You don't have to take the plea agreement. We can still fight to win, but we can be doing both at the same time, looking for constitutional violations, looking for procedural violations to see if we can get evidence suppressed or if the case can be dismissed. At the same time, we could be building a story about you and why it is that you deserve an uncommonly good result. So if you call us early with any weapons case in Arizona, gives you the best chance for us to get to know you, understand what your case is all about, and then convey that information to the prosecutor and make sure that they understand that you, who you are as a person. The worst thing that can happen, I think, in criminal cases is for a prosecutor not to think of the person who is facing the charges as a person. If they just got 100 files on their desk and they don't know who you are, then that's a scary thing, because that's when the book can be thrown at you. They're not thinking of you as a human being. They're not thinking of your humanity, the fact that maybe you're a parent, that you don't have any other criminal convictions, that you contribute to the community. If they're not thinking about all those things, especially with a weapons case, they could just kind of have a label for you and say, well, this is a violent offender. This is somebody who has, a weapons charge, and so they deserve, this outcome, a prison outcome. If we work early on your case, we can frame the case accordingly. We can build a case for why it is that you are a good person, why it is you deserve, an uncommonly good result. So any weapons case in Arizona, give us a call, 602-989-5000. My name is Nick Alcock. We're here to help you. Consultation's free. We have affordable payments. We definitely want to work with you, but please allow us to work with you sooner rather than later, because the county has been moving a little bit faster on these cases, and it makes sense for us to jump in now. Thanks so much.